Hello, I'm Gil Zilkha. Welcome to Essential Classical Music. This video is taken from my larger video on the consensus reference recordings of the core classical music repertoire. Not my choices, but rather the collective critical consensus that has filtered down through the years, across generations, across continents, to which you have also contributed. And if you agree with my choices, or if you think the consensus lies elsewhere, as always, feel free to comment, and I hope you enjoy it. Now let's talk about Sibelius symphonies, his two most popular, the second and the fifth, as well as one that has become more popular lately, the seventh. But let's start first with the second. And this one, again, I just couldn't choose between these two. They're both very highly regarded, recorded fairly close to each other in the 60s. One is John Barbaroli with the Royal Philharmonic, and the other is George Szell with the Concertgebouw. I think these are both so strongly regarded that they can be co-references. And then for the fifth, we also have two versions from opposite sides of the Atlantic. One is Leonard Bernstein with the New York Philharmonic from the early 60s, and then Herbert von Karajan with the Berlin Philharmonic from the mid-60s. Both of these really highly acclaimed. I tend to prefer the Bernstein. I consider it one of the great Sibelius recordings of all time, as I talked about in my video. But if we're being honest, the Karajan is still so highly regarded that I don't think you can exclude that one from the conversation either. And then we come to the seventh, and there is this recording from 1935. Serge Koussevitzky with the BBC Symphony, one of the iconic Sibelius recordings of all time. And I'm going to say that in this case, this one is so highly acclaimed, and there's really a lack of consensus since then on any of the recordings that have come after, although there have been many really great recordings. I'm going to say that this one retains its position as the reference recording of the Sibelius 7th, despite the old sound. It really is a fantastic performance, but you have to make allowances for the sound, of course. And then lastly, for Sibelius, you have to talk, of course, about his iconic Violin Concerto. And this is one where I really think, more than maybe any other concerto, Heifetz's version is most universally praised. Really, the question here is this version versus his version from the 30s with Thomas Beecham. I think by just a small margin, and probably because of the sound quality, this one with Walter Handel and the Chicago Symphony is the closest we have to a reference version of the Sibelius Concerto. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, I hope you'll also take time to click the like and subscribe buttons. And with that, I want to wish you all a great day and happy listening.